Hi everyone, it's Kathy Maxon, Craft Creations by Kathy. Today we are going to make another candy cane wreath, but this time we're going to use deco mesh tubing. So grab your candy cane forms at the Dollar Tree. It looks like this year they are the larger size. Pick you up a lot of bags of tubing. What I'm going to do today, we're going to use 2 red and 1 silver. I'm going to kind of substitute the silver for white. So tools we're going to need some chenille stems. I'm going to use red. I'm going to use my ruler. And we're going to need scissors. So let's get started. Just going to open up the tubing. Like I said, we're going to use 2 reds and 1 silver. I will figure out at the end how many we used. So what I'm going to do, we're going to make loops. So I'm going to do about 2.5 inch tail. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to loop. So I'm actually going to go over here to the 10. So the 10, and I'm going to go over to the 7. So I'm going to do about 3-inch size loops. So we're going to do loop on one side, loop on the other, and we're going to do that again. We won't have to measure this one because you're going to make your loops about the same size as the ones that are there. So what I have found is if you clip your 3 that you got going on here, kind of clip them, because you can sit in a chair and just do these, but then your 3 will go away, and then you got to start looking for the ends that I was just clipping so I knew where my ends were. So I'm just going to fold my pipe cleaner in half. We're going to make sure our bundle is right in half, and then I'm just going to twist. Let's do that again. A lot of the mesh, this tubing that comes from Dollar Tree, sometimes you're going to get kinks in it. So I just usually cut those sections out. So again, we're going to do 2.5 inch tail. We'll do loops. We're going to do like 3 inch or thereabouts. You could do smaller. You don't want to pull the tubing too tight because then it's going to, you don't want it to get too tight, and then your pieces will end up kind of being shorter. And if you have like a good comfy chair, I would just throw this over the edge. So you can see right here, this red is all kinked. But that's going to be about where we're cutting it off anyways. So I'm not going to be worried with that. So we're doing a loop on the left, a loop on the right, loop on the left, loop on the right. So you got 2 sets of loops. Fold it in half, kind of make sure your ends are even, and just do that once or twice on your pipe cleaner. So then I'm going to show you, and all on our wreath form we got 4 bars. We're only going to use the 2 in the middle. We're basically going to take our pipe cleaner and we're going to straddle the 2 in the middle. And what you can do with this first bundle is you can kind of make this first bundle go up and down, so then that way when it gets all squished together, it will cover the base, or cover the bottom of the candy cane form. So I like working with this upside down, so you can get it right in the middle. Give it a couple twists, and then there you have it. Then all we're going to do is keep loading them up. Straddle the center. Like I said, it's way easier to work this wreath upside down. Then that way you can make sure your bundles are tight up against the wreath form, because you can push down on the wreath form and give it a couple twists. So when they're all going to be scrunched in there together, it's going to fill it right up. So I made a whole mess of these, and I'm going to continue on, and I will come back and show you how far I've gotten. I think I made 30 bundles ahead of time to try and see if that's going to fill it up. So if you do tighter loops, it's obviously going to, you're going to need more. But that's what we're going to do. It's just going to give it a little silver in there with the red. You can do any colors you want, but you're just going to use 3. So you can use all red, you can use a red, silver, and green. You can do blue and silver. There's lots of tubing and if you can't find any at the Dollar Tree, you can go online. I believe places like the Craft Outlet and stuff like that would have some that you can buy, and theirs is probably a better quality. So I'm going to continue on, and I will show you how far I've gotten with my 30, I think I had 30 or 35. Okay, here's what I have so far. Look how cute that looks. And like I said, just think if I actually left my pipe cleaners long, because if you wanted to put on the mesh wreath that I used and we did the candy cane, if you wanted, you could always slide one of the pipe cleaners up every now and then, and you can stick the glitter balls on. So I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet, so that is why I have not cut any of my pipe cleaners. It's like every time I come on and I try to talk, it's like I forget what I'm talking about. So I used, in the first 4 sections, they were about 4 inches long. I used 7 bundles. So that is what we have so far. I'm thinking around these curves, because these curves are bigger, I'm probably thinking maybe about 10 bundles. So let's do this again, in case you're just watching this part. So a lot of times, so see how that's all crinkled? I'll just usually cut that. My silver one I was using, it was wrinkled everywhere. So I lost a lot of the one batch. So I think to be safe, I would at least buy 15 bundles total, if not a little more. I have a stash because I was buying every different season. I can do a Christmas tree. If you see the Christmas tree with the tinsel on it, pick that up, because you can do the same with the different greens. I have green from spring, I think I have a summer green, and I have a Christmas green. So I have done the 3 different greens, and I've used the candy or the Christmas tree form, and I use the same method with the loops. So you can use the loops on anything. I have a round frame that I did the loops on. So you can kind of do this loops on any kind of form that you want. So again, we did about 2.5 inches on the tail. So we were doing about 3-inch loops. So you're going to do loop, loop, and then we're just going to loop again to each side. And then I just clip the 3, because like I said, if you're doing it on your lap, then, so this is what your bundle looks like. 2 sets of loops on each side, along with your tails, and you just take your pipe cleaner, kind of make sure it's folded in half. That one's kind of super long. I don't know where its buddy is, but and just then twist. And like I said, it's much easier if you work from the bottom side up, because then you can just straddle really easy. You can just straddle the form, pull it up as tight as you can, and then twist. You can twist like about 3 or 4 times. And like I said, you could cut them off, and then I would roll the ends again, because you don't want anything scratching your customer's door or your own door if you're making it for yourself. But I'm going to continue on, and I will let you know how many I use around the curves. But I think this section is also a 4-inch, so I'll probably do at least 7 sections on the end. Okay, this is what we have. All pretty. Just a little touch of silver, I think, looks really cute in it. So what I ended up doing is doing, on these straight sections, we did 7. Then I did 10 on this rounded, but I only did 9 here. And then I did 7 again on this straight. So that's what I did. I cut all my pipe cleaners. So if you wanted to do the glitter balls on the front, just leave a few of the pipe cleaners long, stick them through the front, and then you can pull them up through here and then stick your glitter balls in all over. So let's make a bow. I have this pretty red and white that I have from Sam's Club. So I'm going to do a center loop. I'm going to pinch it between my thumb and my forefinger. And you see how we have the bad side up? I'm going to twist it so I have the good side, the pretty side. And then we're going to make about a 4-inch loop, that's like about 3.5. Then I'm going to twist, because I want the pretty side up again. And then you can do this way too. 3.5 will be 6. So then we're going to make some that kind of go to the top and the bottom of this center one. And I'm going to twist. So then I'm just going to go straight down here. You can eye it up. You can use your finger. I'm going to twist again. Now this time we're going to go down. You can eye it up. It doesn't matter, your ones in the back could be a little longer. That's okay. So we're going to do that bow. I'm going to cut it. And then I want to do some tails. I'm going to cut, we'll cut 14 and we'll figure it out from there. So I'll scrunch at 7. Those look pretty good. I didn't fold it in half very good. So I got my pipe cleaner off to the side. I'm going to stick my pipe cleaner through that little hole. And remember, we got to have the pipe cleaner pull right with your pipe cleaner, left with your bow, and then I'm just going to twist the bow, because what happens is you can feel it in your hand that the bow twists all the way tight to the pipe cleaner. So you just fluff it up. We'll dovetail the ends. Remember, we fold them in half. We're going to cut from the corner to the open at an angle. And then that gives us our dovetail. Do the same over there. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we're probably going to put our bow somewhere right here, so we can fish through one of these bundles. And we can, again, like we did with the bundles, we can straddle those two center me see if I can do this. Yep, there it is. Okay, we'll straddle them. But we don't want to pull it down too tight because see if you pull it down, see how it, if you pull it too tight, see how it's going to sink into the wreath. You don't want to do that. So we'll leave it loose. And then you're just going to twist it a bunch of times. We'll tuck that under. And then you can re-fluff your bow here, right on your wreath. And there we have it. How cute is that? So let me get some pictures and I will post it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new to my channel and just stopping by, thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more how-to videos, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. For all my returning subscribers, thank you for your continued support.